Congrats on the wedding like we was talking about earlier. And did you know you was ready to do it again?
Yeah, she got that wop.
Wow, what's up? This your boy DJ Mannie Fresh and my partner
Juvie the Great.
And this is Still 400. And today we got a special guest. This man belongs to the black community and he knows it. He knows it. And he shows it. Gary Owens, y'all.
Trying to cross over, man.
But Fresh, you ain't hit him with his history. Navy veteran. I was kind of shocked by that one, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Actor, comedian, presidential honor guard, funniest serviceman in America.
Yeah, voted that.
Yup.
How you get voted the funniest serviceman in America?
I mean, it wasn't stiff competition. It was like it was a contest.
Like, who else from the service?
Oh, yeah, who else was in the contest?
Yeah, like I don't know who was in it. Some dude from the Coast Guard, some dude from the Army, some dude from the Marines. It wasn't like
so we don't have no comedians that was from the Army. And that, like,
I don't know. Well, you know, Earthquake was in the military. Sinbad was in the military. I'm trying to think of other comedians that came from the military. I don't know.
Earthquake
Shaggy,
all right, Shaggy was in the military?
Yeah, he was in the military.
It wasn't me.
So there is some people that came from the military. Those only comedians I know is Sinbad and Earthquake.
He said it wasn't me. Who shot him? He didn't kill two people. It wasn't me. We saw you. It was you. You had your helmet off. We saw your face. It wasn't me.
I like to always ask this. 3 albums. If it was 3 albums that you had to pass on right now to a younger generation that you feel like in your life, like these are gems to me. They meant just 3 albums. And they could be new ones, old ones, whatever.
Oh, Thriller.
Okay.
Without question, Thriller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shock, but Ready for the World.
All right. Oh, Sheila.
Oh, that was my jam.
Oh,
Slide
shit.
over.
Yeah. And then I'll probably throw in Milli Vanilli. Just like, you can do it and not do it. You know what I mean? Like, Blame It on the Rain is still a jam.
Blame it on the rain.
When it
I
comes
can't lie,
on,
that shit was a hit,
I'm
bro.
like, they're not singing
That
it, but
shit-
I'm still listening to it.
What was the song that was in the Mendez Brothers, that movie, like they kept playing over, and it was one of the songs. Y'all
Girl,
gotta,
you know it's true.
Maybe it was that. Yeah.
We should forgive them, though. We should forgive them because of AI. Because now it's cool to do it.
Yeah. That
You know what
wasn't
I'm
their
saying?
fault. Anybody would have did that.
They panicked and ran
And a
off
lot
stage.
of cats using auto-tunes ain't their real voice anyway. So
Yeah, they did panic, though, when they ran off
they
stage.
panicked. They panicked and ran off stage. They was skipping and they just panicked and ran off stage.
Oh, damn, I ain't
and,
see
and
that. I ain't
everything
know
would have
that.
still been cool. It would have still been all right with
Damn,
us.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
they
vouch
would have
for
panicked because it happened to the Simpson girl on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
The track ran and she froze too. You know
Yeah.
what I
The
mean?
record
But she
was-
still took credit for singing it.
Yeah.
But they did panic.
They
I didn't know that
yeah,
happened.
they
I didn't know
panicked
damn.
big time.
That's
and
how they
ran.
got busted.
They
That's how
took
they
the
got-
Grammy back though, man. They got to give that back. You don't think so?
I wouldn't have gave that shit back. I wouldn't have.
Man, I mean,
I ain't
it
want
was
to call
the
it shit,
greatest
but I
lip
wouldn't have
sync.
gave it back.
It was the greatest lip
know.
sync of all time. They went straight to the #1 with that shit.
I
Think
believed
about
it.
Hey, that was a good pick.
So those are 3.
There you go, world. That's the 3 y'all got to listen to from Gary. Now you got it because I got a question.
So did you always know you wanted to do comedy? And when
Yeah.
you knew comedy was you?
Birth. That's all I wanted to do.
So you just started like
Elementary school, I was class clown all growing up. Most obnoxious. I would get in trouble, but not get in trouble because the teachers liked me. But even though I'd be talking the whole time, that's all I want to do. I can honestly say I can't remember thinking, oh, I want to do that. It was always stand up.
Did you ever had a moment where you got on stage and you said, and you bombed, and you said, man, I don't know if this is really it for me?
Bombing's like banging an ugly chick. We've all done it. We just ain't talking about it.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you guys got some ducks in your past. You ain't gonna talk about it though. Gotta let that go. That didn't happen. Nobody saw it. It's not on tape.
There's no proof. There's no footage.
You both are reminiscent right now.
But in comedy,
like,
you got some people who saw it doing comedy sometimes where you just like, I just couldn't win these people.
if it ain't on tape,
yeah,
it never happened.
It never happened.
I say I've never been booed. I've had silence where I was like, oh, they're not really feeling me.
Before.
But I've never had like just a whole crowd just booing.
Have you ever had like a show where you just like, what the is this? Like, you know, where you look in a crowd and you just like, even though you know you're gonna win, but you got to be like.
I opened up for him, and that moment happened at the House of Blues in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You probably don't even know it. You was there, and hold on. They said, I got the contract, and I go, what is this? And they go, it's a show at the House of Blues, and I went up early. Like, you had to open an act, but I don't know why they threw me on this show, right? Because I saw you backstage afterwards. I was supposed to do 20 minutes. I was up there probably less than 5. And nobody was paying attention. Like, you know, House of Blues, they stand and they drink and everything.
Yeah.
What House of Blues?
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans?
In New
Damn.
Orleans.
Yeah, you had right? Ha, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Was it ha or ha?
It was ha.
It was ha, right. Okay, so it was ha, right? They were not listening to me. They were not paying attention. I start snapping. I go, oh, you guys. I was like, Juvie took my shit. I said, he had ha. I've had ha since 97. They put on the instrumental, and I was just doing the worst freestyle rap of all time. But every time he would say ha, I'd be like, ha. So you thought you didn't see me, ha.
He's
Right?
like, I'm getting the out of here on that note.
They was like this, and I was like, good night. I was supposed to do 20. I probably did 6.
You look like I'm getting out.
Right? The promoter didn't say a word. He goes, good job. I was like, all right. Still got my little change, and I was in the audience when you went up. That had to be 99, somewhere around there.
I did not know that, man.
Because I saw you backstage. He was like, good shit. He was on stairs.
He's like, yeah.
I'll never forget that.
That's dope.
That was a rough crowd, though. I couldn't have did 7. That 6 was my max.
New Orleans, like
they're a rough crowd.
In that era, New Orleans just wanted to hear New Orleans music.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I don't know why they put a
listen to
comic on that show. That was stupid.
Yeah, I didn't.
Comedy goes well with R&B. It doesn't go well with rap because the audience, they're not here to hear jokes. Honestly, the audience will start yelling back.
Well, hey, man, I got on stage at the NBA YoungBoy concert, and I said, damn, it's probably wasn't the best idea right here. You see me, I eat, sleep, sit, talk, rap. Crickets.
Oh, really?
They were looking at me like the Statue of Liberty. Thinking like, this is my first time seeing it.
What year was this? This
just happened not too long ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
we standing there. They standing there and shit. I said, I thought I was about to kill this. Like, I thought I in my mind, I'm thinking like, yeah, they mamas told them about me.
Yeah. It was in New Orleans too?
It was in New Orleans.
Oof.
Yeah, we had a show, and the dude with the long gun, and Juvie was cutting up. We was trying to go up some stairs, right? And he was like, man, they can't stop us from going up the
Florida,
steps.
yeah.
They can't stop us. Da-da-da. And this dude had a gun with a barrel about this long on it. And he reached over from the steps. He was at the top of the steps, and the was touching my nose from way up there. And I was like, bro, back up.
I was
please
talking
back
crazy.
up. And he like, them. As soon as he seen that gun, he grabbed me by the neck and said, yeah, Fresh, let's go back down.
He said, man, you see how these people rolling? That's what he told me. You don't see how these people rolling?
I was like, this dude got a big cowboy western gun. I don't even know who made that.
Nah. You can have that fan base.
I was like, I don't know why we here. Let's go. This is not our place.
Yeah.
We done had some crazy times, and your cousin Ducky, he got into it with somebody and got in a fight in the crowd.
Oh, no.
And they whipped him out his clothes. He came back.
May he rest in peace. He came back with just socks on.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We was somewhere out of town.
And the funny part was, we was up there bucking and shit. shoe came out the crowd and passed. I grabbed it. I'm about to throw it back at them. He grabbed my arm and said, hold up, bro. That's me. That was his shoe.
They was throwing his clothes back on the
back at him.
That's my shit.
That motherfucker almost hit me. That big 13 almost hit me. I was surprised they missed with that big. Yeah, man. May Ducky rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
my dog.
we had to fight to get him back up there. We was like, hey, bro, don't do it again. Please stop. Ain't nobody going
Never
back down
jump in
there.
the crowd to fight. So who hosted the Def Comedy Jam the best?
Oh, Martin Lawrence.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not even close.
hands down. I think so.
That's not even close.
Martin had a bet with somebody. I think he lost a bet or something on one of the shows.
Really?
And he came on there.
With his underwear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost a bet, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the first time. I think that's the first time the masses saw like quote unquote crowd work.
Yeah,
They saw him picking people off in the audience, and that we had never seen that like on TV like that.
The part was like that's a hard bet to lose and to come out there and just, you know what I'm saying, and then pull a towel out. You know, he had the towel in his pants. He said, you pull a towel out. He said, yeah, because you see, y'all thought that was my shit. Now, this my shit right. So I saw that. I was like, man, I don't know if you could survive something like that. You come out there in your Speedos, the average comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like the average comedian walk out there in his Speedos, man. I don't know if going like laugh at him, but I don't know if the joke gonna come across like that. Martin had some talent, man. Martin used to get his jokes across in a different way.
What was your moment like that very, very moment that you knew like you black famous?
Black famous?
Yeah.
Probably when I first got on Comic View, like the joke that hit was I said there's a difference between a black and white Holy Ghost, and then I imitated white people catching the Holy Ghost, and when I imitated black people catching the Holy Ghost, that room went nuts.
Yeah.
And I go,
Yeah.
oh, I got something here.
Yeah.
Like it was that moment where they're just running around going nuts. And that used to be my closer for a long time. Like I had this little music bit I did with the black one. I could be doing terrible, but I'd hit that closer and it'd bring the house down every night.
What's your favorite thing to do, like movies or stand-up?
Stand-up.
Stand-up?
By far.
And how long you prefer to be on stage?
Hour's a sweet spot for me. I'll go a little long sometimes, you know, when I'm messing with the crowd and they're, you know, it's a nice give and take. You know, I could be up there an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. You don't even realize it.
You ever get out there and have your whole script of what you're going to do? You have all your jokes and just get out there and see if you can just do something totally different?
Yeah. That keeps my juices like flowing. I think it keeps your brain sharp. I always say mix it up. Like whatever your strongest joke is, throw it in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's going to make you work.
I like to see comedians attack people I don't know why. I like
Damn, you said attack?
Attack people in the
Damn,
audience.
he said attack. Like you ain't gonna
Not
never
fight.
let off his ass.
Not
like
You
But
ain't
I'm
gonna
talking
never-
about this.
but-
I like when they just look at people in the audience and just start going, because then I don't know why it just seems more fresher to me.
What's super cool about what you do is a lot of it comes from real life experiences. Like, you know, you'll tell a story from a real life experience.
Yeah.
Like, so has it ever been anybody that was like, Gary, you went too far with that shit?
Oh, my ex-wife. Yeah, she'll still text me. I see you still thinking about me. You ain't over me yet.
And congrats, you
Yeah,
newlywed.
congrats, bro. You
On
just
the
tied
new
the
one.
knot again.
Yeah, I got a Houston chick now.
Yeah.
Each
Just tied
time
the knot.
down.
It's different out here.
Yeah, it's different out
It's a little
here.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them. Yeah.
You
Houston
stuck
got
too.
me.
You ain't
Houston
going nowhere. You
got
stuck.
They caught you with it?
Man. It's like, oh, I know it like that out here.
You learn how to do the south side yet?
I just watch it.
I'm on the side. I'm
on the
just
side
watching.
rooting them on.
Yeah.
You know the whole part, because you know your way around H-Town like that? Every part of it?
I know my way around. Now, don't ask me to give you directions because I don't know the streets, but I know how to get everywhere.
Like Cloverland.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where that's
I don't know where
heard
that's
of
at.
it. Don't know where it's at.
Where the heck's Cloverland?
I don't know. I'm asking you, man.
I'm like this.
Yeah.
You got
I
me.
heard about it growing up. Like,
Heard of it, but
Hey,
yeah.
Lil Flip, what Cloverland at?
I don't know Cloverland.
You got to ask Lil Flip and the Botany Boys.
I mean, we Katrinians.
You got to
You know
ask
what I'm saying?
the screwed up clique.
What do you find like? What's your best city like that welcome you like? I'm from here. They treat me like
Houston.
It's Houston.
Yeah, straight up.
All right.
He just married to Houston. I mean,
but even before, like every comedian will tell you, man, Houston's one of them cities. Like they come out, they like to go out. Houston, Chicago, Dallas, quiet as kept. Most of the cities in Ohio, like Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, those are big stand-up cities.
Yeah.
Like,
I love Cincinnati, man. You know, they got we loaned y'all something. We didn't get a Super Bowl out of it, but we loaned y'all something.
Yeah, that's my city right there.
Old Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And you know, I got friends there.
That's right. We got that LSU connection with Cincinnati.
I mean, y'all ain't do nothing with it.
We got to the Super Bowl. Give me a break.
I mean, at least win it. You know, them champions. They both won a state championship.
Did you watch the
national
game?
champion.
They straight hosed us on that third down call when Logan Wilson, they called him pass interference on Cooper
Ladies
Kupp.
and gentlemen,
that was a
go with this.
Oh, see, I mean, look at his face.
call.
Look at his face.
Here they go with
Look at his
this,
face.
ladies and
Right
gentlemen.
He going off script now.
I'm glad they stripped your friend down. Threw the shoe back. I would have threw that shoe right back.
Man. Hey,
You act like but here's the thing: you act like it's over.
y'all
They in
got
the
to
prime of
pay
their
people,
career.
though, man. The only thing is, man, y'all just got a problem with paying people.
I see. You letting the media dictate that. Trey Hendrickson, they offered him more money, and then he went to Baltimore for less. I go,
But look how
we the cheap
long, how
ones?
many years it took them to offer him money.
Nah, they pay everybody. The problem is they hold on to people too long, and their scouting department isn't the best. They don't scout people well, but they do pay people.
They
How about
known
them
to
gas
hold coaches
prices?
too long.
What?
See how I just jumped in?
I like that. You can't help it, but it's a
how about
sports
them
show
gas
too.
prices?
We talk sports on this too, man.
What about
I
them
feel his
crawfish
pain. I'm a
out there?
Saints fan. I feel his pain. I'm a Saints
What
fan.
about all of the dead crawfish out there that's being murdered every day?
You
It
right, dog.
boils.
I wonder how it feels to be a crawfish in a pan, in a bucket full of crawfish, just looking up at the nigga like, man, this nigga
Who
about
gonna
to cook
fight
us.
for these crawfish that they killing in these massive numbers?
You know what's
What
funny
about
about
them
that? I
crawfish?
just ate me 2 pounds yesterday. Them bitches was delicious.
Murderers. All right, now
I
y'all go
can't
back
eat
to
crawfish,
sports.
man. It takes too long.
Huh?
I don't like to work for my food.
To
get that little bit of meat out there.
Nah, man, you just gotta use it. It don't take long.
No, but it's not
gotta-
enough. Like I don't like same with crab legs. I'll be like, I don't want to work for the shit. You gotta crack it and all that shit. When you gotta teach me how to eat, I don't want to eat it.
You don't eat with chopsticks.
I'm good with chopsticks. but
That's the same thing.
no, it's not.
Man, I done had a full bowl of rice and try to lift that shit up. By the time I get that shit to my mouth, ain't nothing on it.
Yeah.
Onion. One
And you know
That's
your
a fucking-
You got
Nigga,
one onion
2
on
sticks,
your
nigga.
chopstick.
You know how skillful it take to eat with drumsticks, nigga?
You tried?
Take the 2 drumsticks and eat. I done tried multiple times. Nigga, I'm a Benihana's loving.
All right,
You
Benihana.
I'm
Benihana,
Juvie
big
Benihana
time.
great. You know what I'm saying? But look, I used to try that when I first went. I'm trying, man. I'm going through my shit. I ain't getting nowhere. I look to the right. My brother, straight Chinese, man, black and East. He got
Killing
that. He flipping that shit in his mouth fast, eating like they eat on the China kung fu movies. You know how fast you eat on the kung fu movies in them bowls and them sticks.
The restaurant I saw you at in Houston way back. I was just opening, whatever it was. Their prices was crazy. It's connected to the hotel or whatever. It was almost. I think it was like kind of like their grand
Toca?
opening. I don't know the name
Toca
of it.
Madeira?
I forgot. I think that is the name of it.
Yeah.
I left out of there going, it's serious in here.
Yeah. I'm an investor, so
All right.
I
Well, now I know who to
I want
call.
them to keep the prices up.
To be like, Gary, they tripping with my card. They
Yeah.
declined my
I shouldn't have said that.
That price must be crazy. That mother.
It's good food, but you got to be the made it in life to go eat there.
It's an experience. It's an experience.
You
when
gotta
go eat
be
there.
somebody.
Yeah, you got to be somebody. Don't go in there with, thinking that you
Don't go there on the first date.
Yeah. It ain't going to work out for you.
All right, hold on. Before we go too far, I got something to say real quick.
Yeah, because I see y'all over there sipping like y'all ain't going to share with nobody. You heard me?
Nah, this that rhythm right here. You feel me?
That rhythm?
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. This might be my new go-to right here. You feel me?
I ain't mad at it. It's smooth. It ain't heavy. It's doing the thing. just kind of slide into your vibe. You heard?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't feel forced. You're just in your zone. Energy right, conversation flowing, that drink.
And for everybody watching, Rhythm THC beverages. This coming from the #1 premium flower brand in the U.S.
They got options, too, depending on how you're trying to feel.
Sativa, THC plus caffeine, Mandarin orange. That's when you need energy. Get active. You heard?
And Kush, THC, CBD, L-theanine, mango, pineapple. That's when you're cooling out, just vibing.
And it's low calories, made with real fruit juice, so you ain't feeling heavy or burnt out after.
Best part, you can really dial it in. They got 5, 10, or 25 milligrams. So however you want to ride, you in control.
Yeah, you could turn it up or turn it down. Either way, it's smooth, social vibe.
Whether we in the studio, on set, podcast, whether we in the studio or on set, we keep this in rotation because it just helps you get in that flow. You feel me?
Guess what, world? And it's shipped straight to you, so you ain't got to go looking for it. Live life in full effect. Find Rhythm THC beverages at rhythmdrinks.com and use code STILL400 for 20% off.
Don't be off beat, you heard?
Find your rhythm, little daddy, little mama.
And yeah, get more than one.
You heard me, baby. And now we return back to Still 400, starring Terrius Gray, Byron Thomas, and Gary Owen.
That's your guys' real names?
Yes.
So it's not
He
Mannie
fucked
Fresh?
my name
No.
up.
Huh.
Some nights.
That was my real name. He said it right.
Kick it
Well,
off.
congrats on the wedding like we was talking about earlier. And did you know you was ready to do it again?
Yeah. Yeah, she got that wop. You got the best personality in the world, but you ain't got that. What we talking about right now?
Hey, you can't.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's part of thinking like a man.
Right?
I like that.
That was a deciding factor.
Think like a man.
Think like a man.
I don't know if I'm ready to do this again. But you know what? I almost had a Harlem Nights moment.
You was like, hey, put your mama on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out. Felt good about that decision too. Like,
Put your mom on the phone.
You ever had a show where, because I notice like your style sometimes is you go at the crowd, like a lot of times, like, and it's just kind of improv, and you go at the crowd. So you ever had somebody who you kind of leaned on, and you was just like, okay, this dude might be a little bit crazy. He ain't taking it as a joke.
yeah, you got to read the room. I think my audience, though, they come to have a good time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times you get the aggressive hecklers in the beginning of your career, because then you're going to bars and people are just paying to see a show, but they're not paying to see you.
Yeah.
When you get to that point where they're paying to see you, like, they already know what they're walking into. And I'm not like,
Right.
when I talk to the
Right.
audience, I'm not attacking them, like putting them down. I'm actually like,
Yeah.
where are you from? How'd you meet your girl? What do you do for a living type stuff. So it's
Yeah.
almost like
Yeah.
fun. In the beginning, though, you know,
Yeah.
there were some rough ones. There were some
Yeah.
rough ones. People was running on stage. Louisville, they came after me.
they came.
Yeah, Louisville was wild one
They
night.
came after you.
What
Yo.
did you say? Nah, they ain't just come out. What was
Louisville
the
was
joke?
one of them. It was comedy from like 8 to 10, and then it turned into a bar. And it was the night for Thanksgiving, which is one of the big party nights, right?
Yeah.
So the show didn't start till like 8:45, and I'm the last one, so I didn't even get on stage till like 10:30. When the show was supposed to be over at 10, I didn't get on till 10:30. So now this side of the room is for stand-up. This side of the room is the bar, and now people are walking in because they want to go out and they're clubbing.
Yeah,
they're ready to club.
they're ready to go clubbing.
So they're not paying attention to me. So now it's like I got this side of the room, undivided attention. This room's getting louder and louder. So then I started saying, hey, people started heckling. So then I was like, yo, if you think you that good, come on stage and we can play the dozens or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm facing this way, talking. I turn around. These two brothers on the stage, all gold fronts, like they had nothing to lose, right? I was like, oh, how'd you get on stage? I think I broke the long jump record because I jumped off the stage into the DJ booth.
Yeah.
But I still had the microphone. I'm still talking smack. And all of a sudden, I guess these dudes were known in Louisville as not to be messed with. They got me out of the back of the venue, and And I had an off-duty police officer driving to my hotel, and he had his gun right here. I go, what is going on right now? And I'm like at a La Quinta Inn back then. I'm not like at a nice hotel. So it ain't like I got the lobby with security. Like I'm going right to the room. So the guy was like, yeah, man, you should be good. I said, no, I'm going home. Because I drove from Cincinnati. I lived in Cincinnati at the time.
Yeah.
I drove back to Cincinnati that night. I was like, what just happened? So the next day, like 2 days later, the promoter called me. He goes, hey, man, they love you down here. We want to have you back. I said, bro, I will never be back in your room, ever. That was the one and only time.
You just let the Marvin twins on the stage. The cute was that? At the Marvin twins, you say they had ghost name. That probably was their name. I'm just making up a name. Where were you when these two jumped on stage and was trying to be the owner?
Yeah, right? Yeah. The fact that they stumped me out the back, I go, I probably shouldn't have said nothing to these dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yay.
There's one of your stand-ups where you say, and this is like every rapper's everybody that do rap or everybody that's a DJ or whatever. This is like some shit that they just want to happen. When you said the lady with the car, she upgraded you to another car.
Oh, the Avis.
Like, yeah, the Avis lady. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you know you done did it. You made it.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I know who you are. Look,
Yeah.
let me. Yeah, you don't worry about it. You take the Escalade.
But that's what's good about the story. Like, I was at an Avis, and I had I don't know what car I had, but it was a black lady behind the counter. She goes, oh, no, I got you. And she upgraded me for no charge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's why I would say black people are the best when it comes to customer service jobs because, man, black people will hook you up. If they like you, they will
All they gotta
hook
do
you
is
up.
like you.
But
the hotel's not sold out. They do have SUVs.
Yeah.
Like, go find it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But with
the incidentals, like at the hotel,
At
like,
the front
there's
desk,
a pantry.
You good?
yeah.
You know, go ahead and take it. I ain't worried about it.
But with that being said, have you ever had somebody that picked you up like a promoter and they just start bringing you places and shit where you like, this ain't got nothing to do with the show?
New Orleans.
Why?
Bro, New Orleans. Well, I don't know why we keep going back to your city. But I'm talking around the same time that I did the House of Blues show, right?
Yeah.
They were about to do this once a month at this place called the Praline Connection.
Yeah, the Praline Connection.
And it was,
yeah.
I guess they did live jazz and music. The guy wanted to do stand-up, right? So the first time I went, I headline, right? And then he wanted to bring me back, and I came back and I hosted the second time. Well, he had a big crowd the first time he did it. He had a big crowd the second time we did it. Well, he got greedy, and I was like, once a month is good, dude. I go, you're not oversaturating yourself. You got time to promote. He said, nah, we can do it every week. I was like, I don't know if that's the right move, bro. And then he tried to do it every week, and so we did, let's say we did February 1st, then we did March 1st. Great crowds. Then he went to March 8th. There was nobody there, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody. March 15th, it was less. March 22nd,
It was over.
It was.
he didn't even pick me up from the airport. I was like, I never heard from him again. But he was taking me to I went to 3 Church's Chickens. I didn't realize I was in the hood till later
You was
on.
in the hood.
He had me everywhere.
Any churches you went to.
And I remember he was like,
in the hood.
yeah, man, when I work with people, man, it ain't work, it's family. So you family with
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I said,
that's-
well, you
that's-
must be a deadbeat dad because you left me at the airport.
I guess we ain't family
number
no
changed,
more.
everything.
Oh yeah. You know what happened? You wasn't family no more.
No, not at all.
They kick you out the family.
Yep.
You got together with the family and say, look,
There's
every time you come down here, I lose money. So
a lot of
Breakbeat
cities we
connection.
go to. Juvie got friends, and I just be like, "Who? How you know these folks? Ah, man, that's just my people. I kick it with them." So he make friends out of town. I really don't.
I don't know either.
I do. I do have extended family in every city. For a lot of reasons, they come in handy now.
No, I'm
They
good.
come in handy.
Yeah, I'm super
You stuck at the
good.
airport and stuff like that. You need somebody to drive you 2 hours out. They'll show up.
No, I just get car service.
I've had too many times where it was a talent show I had to go to. Well, you thought you was going somewhere and it was gonna be cool, and you just like, well, wait, somebody singing, somebody twisting the hula hoop around, the other person rapping, and you like, this a whole talent show going on right now.
Yeah.
I thought y'all was just inviting me to dinner.
Yeah, right? I can't imagine what you guys go through. It kills me when people try to give me
People
like
be auditioning all the time.
when they you don't hear it as much because we're in a different time frame with the digital, but back in the day when people like give me their CDs and stuff, like music, I'm like, dude, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm not in music business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, man, listen to this. I'm like, what are we doing right now?
And I used to get so many. I'm so glad the CD era is over with. Because I used to walk out the club. And man, they'll load us up. Man, check out my mixtape. Oh, it'll be 30 or 40 of them before I leave the night. And what happened is if there is one good in there, I wouldn't know it because
you got
I got so many of them.
I can't imagine what you guys go through. If I was getting them, I can't imagine what the rappers were getting.
Do you feel like right now where comedians at, is it oversaturated or is it still a cool business?
No, if you're good, like I always say, the people know who's good and who's not. The public will tell you.
Okay.
I don't think there's no such thing as being oversaturated. Actually, I think we're in the best time to be a stand-up is right now. Because when I first started, you had to have somebody put you on. You had to have a producer or a director or a comedy show booker put you on TV. You couldn't just build it yourself. Now, social media, you don't need nobody anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many examples of guys just doing it on their own. I don't have a Netflix special. I don't have a Hulu special. I don't have an Amazon special. And those are the three buyers right now.
Yeah.
And I'm doing great.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Put all my stuff. My last special we just put on YouTube. It was fine.
All
You
of
don't
y'all
need no
heard
permission.
that. Netflix and everybody else. Gary don't have one, so come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's give
take
him.
a
I'm not
check or two.
begging.
I ain't asking you to beg, bro, but you deserve it.
I do deserve it.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have yet to get a check
prices
from
and today's
Netflix,
prices.
so I'm feeling a certain kind of way.
Yeah. being quiet and modest ain't gonna get you nothing no more. We used to think that. So sometimes you gotta say it. Look, I deserve it. Give me my shot.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, what's the
Motherfuckers.
one move that you feel like make you stay relevant besides the? Because you said the internet. What else you think besides that kept you relevant?
I just stayed active. I think some comedians they get bitter, and I think that bleeds into everything. I think it bleeds into how you treat people. It bleeds into your act on stage. I think I was in the Navy, so I know what work is. Stand-up's always been like fun. The hardest part about my job is the travel. The stage is the fun part for me.
And I got another question about the Navy part. When you ever went out on any tours?
On ships?
To war?
No, I never went to war or nothing like that. I was at a good time. I was like
What year?
early 90s to late 90s. It was like nothing was happening then.
What wasn't the Middle East stuff going on in the 90s?
Not like that. No,
it
we
was
weren't
cool.
deployed like that. Like it was after Desert. I came in after Desert Storm and before 9/11. I got out. So I was in a good time. Biggest thing that was going on when I was in the Navy was don't ask, don't tell. Like, is he gay or isn't he gay?
Yeah.
That was the biggest going on back then. And we all knew who was gay.
I mean, that's
it.
obvious. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're on a ship with nothing but dudes.
A bunch of men
like
together.
this. Wow. You guys are eating lunch again together. Wow. Late night walks on the flight deck. Weird. You guys really sharing Captain Crunch right now?
you really slapping They really Captain Crunch.
We all knew.
You got crunch berries.
Right. That was the biggest thing, but when I was in.
Is there any joke that you've told in the past that you wouldn't tell again, or you just said like, you know what, maybe I went too far with that one?
Nah.
All right.
Nah, I look back and I go, different time. Different time. Nah, I don't think there's one joke I look back on and be like, I shouldn't have said that. I go, nah. I think that's been a good quality of mine, though, is I know how far to push the envelope without going too far.
Yeah.
And I'll defend comedians to the day I die. Like, I don't have to agree with what you said, or I don't have to think some jokes I'd be like, that wasn't funny to me, but I'll defend comedians to the end to be able to say what you want.
Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Mm-hmm. I personally was a Red Fox fan. You know, I'm a diehard Red Fox fan. I got a lot of his albums. I download a lot of his stuff. Who was your famous comedian, your greatest comedian of all time? Who would you call your GOAT?
For me, it was like Eddie Murphy, obviously, but I don't think people realize Eddie Murphy only has 2 specials. He doesn't have a large body of work.
Yeah,
He only got Delirious and Raw.
Delirious.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he did them in his early 20s, which is mind-boggling because I think comedians, like, the older you get, the better you get because you got more life experience, you know, and you can relate to everybody. Like, you can relate to the people, especially like when you're in your 30s and 40s, you know, you can relate to people older than you, younger than you. You got kids and everything. The fact that he did those specials in his early 20s, and one of them, I don't know if it was Delirious or Raw, his closer was about that damn hamburger and the big, you know, pan that his grandmother had. And I was like, that was his closing joke.
Yeah.
About putting peppers and stuff in a hamburger, which is, you know, most people's closing jokes about getting a dick sucked or good or something. His is a hamburger.
Yeah.
In a big pan. I'm like this. So to me, I'm like, those 2 specials are still funny to this day.
Yeah, and he is in that GOAT category.
Yeah, same with Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac never had like an hour special on HBO or anything. It was just like
funny.
He did the Def Jam and he did Kings of Comedy, but you knew a lot of his stuff. But that was the one guy I saw live that I was just like, the whole hour I was like, my mouth was open, just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
he had them from jump. He had dancers. I just never forget. He came out. He had these dancers, and he came out dancing with them. I go, "What is going on right now?" And then he just destroyed for an hour. I go, "Ah!" I was in awe.
Yeah.
So live, Bernie Mac was the best person I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
He is one of the ones for me too, man. Like super funny. We had our experience doing the Kings of Comedy because we shot the video, of course, with him.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's right.
We got a day in with him, so I got a chance to experience him on set and just pick his brain a little bit. Dude, funny on camera, off camera.
Yeah.
He's just naturally funny.
And he had a presence about him.
Yeah.
Like Bernie was one you was like, I don't want to be on his bad side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the few times I met him, I was like, he's the only comedian I've seen. He walked into the Comedy Store one night, and it was Guy Torry's 30th birthday party. And Guy Torry hosted the Kings of Comedy the first time they went out.
Yeah.
It wasn't, Steve was headlining. DL wasn't on it the first time.
Right.
So Steve, Bernie, Cedric, they all came to Guy's birthday party. And Joe Torre was on stage. And this is when Joe was like just coming off of hosting Def Jam and, you know, nobody.
Joe used to be off the chain
Joe Torre
too.
was like
Hell
one of the kings of capping in the audience.
Yeah, he was.
Bernie walked in. He didn't know it was Bernie. Right?
Yeah.
And he started to go in because he's like, who's this dark-skinned brother? And he had like a bright outfit on.
Yeah.
And all Bernie said was, hey, be careful now. And Joe went, oh, Bernie? Like his voice changed. I said, oh, he's not even fucking with Bernie. It was like, who's this dark-skinned black Bernie? He switched gears so fast.
He'd take any little thing and make it out of something big and funny. Any little thing.
So live, I would say, as a child, Eddie Murphy, as growing up as a kid, and then once I was going to be a stand-up, you know, Bernie Mac was probably the best live show I'd ever seen, where I was just like, oh my God. So those two.
How do you deal with, as a comedian, let's say you go and make a life-changing purchase? Is your house, is the car, and the person that you're getting this from, they see you as Gary Owens, the comedian. Do you have to say to them like, hey, this is a serious moment right now. There's no comedic shit going on.
Oh, you talking about when I'm buying something?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they hook you up though. Again, they give you a good rate and let's throw a little extra.
So you like, okay, I'm the comedian. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm the comedian. Yeah.
But you ever get caught in a position where you're like,
hey,
right
cut
now.
that shit.
If they're loud. It depends if they're loud. Sometimes they get too loud in the room.
Yeah.
Like, dude, relax.
Yeah,
I hate that on the airplane.
Or they oh man, don't try to tag if I say something funny in the room. I don't need you to tag it or keep it going. It's dead.
Yeah.
My thing was, I was being calm. We was in the restaurant and they had the guy in there at the next table, and he was, he was special, and he knew who I was though, and he just put me on blast.
He kept going. Yeah, that's
Mama, you see Juvenile right there, right? What's up, Juve?
Oh,
What turn? What he was asking me where
Everybody.
what's Slim at? He said, Juve.
Slim
Whoa, there. He just kept saying, whoa to me. Now everybody in the restaurant watching me. And I'm like, oh,
Like, I want to throw something at you. Stop.
He said, Juve, what's up, Juve? Whoa, there. His mama came. She said, his mama kept apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, nah, he good. He good. But my wife, she said, you know what? I think we have to get out of here. No, I was
funniest though is like black people are funny. Like black people most of the time are really, really loud when they say like, ain't trying to blow your spot up. I go, you just did.
Oh, why they
you know
say
what I
that?
mean?
Just did.
Why they say that?
I don't, hey man, I ain't trying to blow your spot up.
Look, I ain't no groupie or nothing, shawty. I ain't
Oh
no
my
groupie
God,
or nothing,
dude.
dog. But look, man, I need to get a little old picture out you, son. Yeah.
Or the funny part
My
is
girl.
white people come up to me like I'm a secret. Like they're not loud, they'll be like this. I know who you are. Like they're giving it loud like I know. Almost like they don't. I do. One guy like literally went like this. Shh. No. You ain't gotta say nothing.
Yeah,
I know.
I think on your special you was dead on how people be like, yeah, that's him. That's him. I know who you are.
Black
Yeah,
people?
that's him.
Nah.
Black people might know they don't know my name.
Yeah,
It be
they
too late
like,
with me sometimes because they'll do this. They had a phone and and they be like, look, girl, look.
No,
That's
what
you.
about this? What about when they're showing the person next to them?
Yeah.
That's him. That's him. They're looking like, I knew that was you.
That should be funny as hell.
Yeah, that's you. I
No,
know
the
that's
plane
you.
is the worst. At the worst
plane.
place, I don't tell people I'm a stand-up on a plane if they ask.
Yeah.
Because if they do, they're going to ask you, do you know another stand-up that you probably don't know?
And then you pretty stuck.
You're
You can't
stuck.
move.
And you
so
don't
now
know-
you got to listen to them the whole flight.
But, yeah, and then if they're loud, you're like, oh my God, your voice is carrying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how it is to be a rapper, but as a stand-up, it's the worst because, they'll be like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I stopped saying stand-up a long time ago.
Well,
I just make something
what
up.
I do
Yeah.
is, here go blaming on my wife. She normally protects me on that kind of stuff because she sits on the aisle and I sit by the window. So usually you got to reach over her or something to catch my attention. When I'm on a plane, I got my headphones in because I'm trying to go to sleep as soon as I get on there. But people do get on the plane and be like, they get right down there and see me, look at my eyes.
You just got to say something offensive to make somebody
a
stop
picture when
messing
you
with
get
you.
off?
Something cool and offensive. You know, like if it's somebody sitting next to you and 5 people and said, what's up to you? Now they want to know who you are.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, well, who are you? Because everybody just keep getting on the
Right.
plane saying hello. I'm a porn star.
Yeah.
Now you're going to leave me alone.
Right. Who are you?
I'm a
Motherfucker.
dirty porn star.
Wait, that's what you got.
Now you're going to leave me the fuck alone.
No, it's worse to be like
I
this.
ain't saying that, me.
Now, what if they're like this? What film? What film?
Fourth and long.
Are you a Vivid?
What if you add? He said fourth and long.
Hey, listen. When I first got to LA,
I'm gonna stretch forward.
when I first moved to LA, the guy that lived 2 doors down from me in the apartment building was in porn, and I didn't know it. And then, because it was like one of them within the apartment buildings where you open your door, and it's not a balcony, but it was like the outdoor hallway. You know what I'm talking about? Like apartment 1, 2, 3, and 4. You just open the door, and that was the people on that floor.
Yeah.
I was like in apartment 1. He was like in apartment 3, and so you'd be hanging out in LA. The weather's always nice. You'd be hanging out in the front sometimes, just in front of your apartment, looking around. And me and him started talking, and I was like, it was, what do you do? I said, I'm a comedian. I just moved out here, struggling comedian. I was like, what do you do? He goes, I'm in like adult film. I go, you like cameraman or something? He's like, no, I'm in it. I go, what? Why did he show up like 2 days later, knocked on my door, and had like 4 DVDs? Hey, bro. I go, I'm not about to watch you.
Like, I'm not watching
Like,
the film.
he
sir.
brought his
I
work.
just told
Yeah,
you.
I'm not
man.
watching you.
That's my shit right there. I go, I'm good, bro. I never shook his hand for that. It was always one of these. Maya,
Dude,
I got you, bro.
chin up.
Yep.
All right.
He brought the work.
Yeah, boy, chin up. All right.
I wouldn't even touch them. I didn't put some gloves and shit on. Man,
I was like in shock. I was like this. What? Then he asked me to come on set. He goes, if you want to come see me, I'm
No.
good,
You're
man.
like, no, I don't.
He was so proud of himself.
he probably told his people and shit he knew you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I know,
You're
I
like,
know
I can
Gary,
get
man.
Gary down here.
Yeah.
When we
Well, I
get
wasn't. Nobody knew me back then. I just got
Oh,
to
okay,
LA.
all right. I thought you was
Yeah.
all, yeah, okay. But that would have been funny as hell.
What, me in a porno?
No, somebody invites you to a movie to come to a set and don't tell you what kind of set you coming to. And you get there and he the star.
Yeah, right?
He's like, wait,
You ain't know you was walking
damn,
into some shit. They'd assigned you. It didn't happen to everybody that rap or something. Where you get to something you thinking is a family event or as a graduation and they done gave you the mic and everything. And you like, wait, I'm performing? Like I just thought I was going to a graduation.
Yeah, that's the worst.
So do you find that do you have like cousins, in-laws, or friends that sometimes hit you up for things that you like, that ain't legit, that ain't reasonable to ask somebody? Like, like somebody might say, hey, if Uncle Tevin's gonna lose his leg if he don't get $30,000 this week.
Nah, I don't talk to my family like that though.
Okay.
On purpose.
Now
my dad when we spoke, he was like, he was the entitled one, because this dude, I'll never forget, he would call me to go out to eat, and I didn't want to go out to eat. He'd be like, man, let's go out to eat. I go, I don't want to go. Come on, man. I ain't seen you in a while. No, he wants me to take him out to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what I know, this is going too far. It was one of them restaurants where you order at the register, you pay at the register, and they give you a number, and then they bring the food to the table, right? One of them type.
Yeah.
He called me, he's like, yo, meet me for breakfast. I was like, all right. So he goes, I go, well, I'm gonna be a little late. He goes, all right, I'll just start without you. I was all right. So I got there about 15 minutes after him. I go to the register, and they was like, yeah, that guy over there, he said you're paying for his breakfast. I went, what? I looked over, my dad just waving, and I was like this. I mean, when I said the breakfast was probably $12, I was like, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was every time we went out to eat. That motherfucker got alligator arms quick.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I'm not. You can't invite me out to nothing. Nah, actually,
you tired of being set up, huh?
I'll set you up. I'll set you up good.
Well, I need to know some people I could set up. I got to get that category.
I'll send somebody else.
I stopped giving people money a long time ago. It's like, I just say no. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I always tell people this too. I like, especially like people you don't know that well when they ask. I'd be like, so all the people in your life, you came to me? You know?
Yeah.
I said, you got to change your circle.
Out of everybody else,
all the people in your life, you asked me.
Lesson. I feel a lesson coming on.
So I heard Bun B perform at your wedding.
Nah, you didn't hear it.
I saw it.
It happened.
It was all over there.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was funny because I saw him at this golf outing, and he was coming to my wedding. I already invited him, and then I was like, yo, guess what? I said it like, yo, when they announce us, we're doing the players anthem. I said, I want to make, she's from Houston. I want to be like a Houston vibe. And I thought that was a good song to come out to because when that beat kicks, you know, it's good to celebrate.
Anthem,
and he goes, I'll sing it. I go, what? He goes, I'll sing it. So I didn't ask him. I was just telling him, we're going to play your song. He goes, dude, I'm not about to sit there and you're playing my song. Yeah. And I'm sitting here at your wedding. He was already coming. So that's how it all came about. So yeah. I bet you he starts getting phone calls to do weddings now because it hit everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That song is huge, especially for, all kind of reasons. And even the video, the way it was depicted as the wedding.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
That's what,
Yeah, that's what made me think of it right there.
For your best men, was it hard to get all of them together? Like, to pull that off.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, I called. Well, it hit me. I was like, we all hadn't been in the same room since 2014 when we did the press junket for Think Like a Man 2. Like, I've seen everybody at different times, but I was like, I'm getting married again. I'm gonna ask everybody to come. So I had to get Kevin locked in first. Yeah. So once I got Kev, was like, and he was actually the easiest one because we go back so far. Yeah. Because I've known Kev since '98 before anybody knew who he was. We met in New York when he just asked to do a guest spot. And he was called Lil Kev back then. Yeah. So I asked him, I said, Kevin, I got a crazy idea, man. You might think it's stupid. I don't know. I said, but I told him the whole deal. I said, all of us would think like, man, all the guys, we haven't been in the same room together since 2014. I said, I'm getting married again. It'd be cool if you guys were my groomsmen. And he goes, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's a dope idea. He goes, so I got him locked in, so then everybody else is easy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They all got locked in, and then literally a week before the wedding, Kevin started texting me like, yo, I got to talk to you. I go, fuck. And then he got me on a Zoom call with the line producer from Jumanji, and they was like, they was in Hawaii shooting, and not in
Yeah.
Honolulu. They was in the jungle somewhere, and they was just like, we got to wrap the movie by the 13th. Everybody's got to work through this weekend. He goes, but I'm gonna make it right. So he ended up FaceTiming my wife. We got that on footage, and then he did a toast to everybody live at the wedding.
Yeah.
And then he gave us a very generous wedding gift. I'll keep that between me and him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Damn,
he
boy, I
made
need
up
some
for it.
friends.
Man.
Damn, I don't never get nothing generous.
No, it was generous. It was generous.
It was
Whatever you
very
think
generous.
it was better.
You've been married for a long time, and y'all
22
Yeah, that's what I'm
years.
saying. So your generous is gone.
It's about time
you got your
somebody give me
generous
something.
22
Shit.
years.
Yeah.
Black excellence. So
22.
so Ed Garrett, we heard you wear a lot of sneakers. So since you always on the move, we got a gift for you.
Oh yeah, we got some. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We got some tennis shoes for you, Brick Brother.
So we got a $500 gift card and a pair of sneakers for you sent to you from our good friends of DTLR.
I love that place.
Yeah, and you know, not only is this a gift, this your wedding gift. Good luck.
Thanks.
You and your wife. You and your wife.
Well, damn, you ain't got,
Close to Kevin.
we ain't got nothing. We don't have nothing for the wife too. How we doing that?
I just said they both probably can, you know, splurge
Should I
on it.
open it now?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can open it now. You can open it now, sir. Yeah. You got the Jordans. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Brings out my eyes.
He's-
Story of my life. Black and blue, baby.
He says,
Was this in honor of my ex-wife? Got the black and blue. You came out of that divorce. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
a great
Thank
gift.
you.
Not as good as Kevin's,
Yeah.
but still
no.
really good.
And even
Kevin,
knowing your schedule
we
is
can't
busy,
outdo
thank
Kev.
you, bro.
We can't
Yeah,
outdo
Yeah.
Kev. but-
Kev, if you like to send us something, you can find me and Juvie at.
Shout out to DTLR. We appreciate the gear, support, everything y'all been doing for us, for the show. It don't go unnoticed, and we will continue to represent y'all like y'all represent us. All right, game time. So a rhythm is smoother, cool. Blues, wild and not cool. Flying a Vixen out for the weekend.
Yeah.
You
I'm
married,
married,
man.
not cool.
Yeah, I'm with you. Right on, brother.
Not
Right
cool,
on,
bro.
Right on, brother.
Now.
And he wanted to answer that faster than that, wifey.
Nah. My
just
first
ain't
marriage, cool. I'm kidding.
Oh man,
Not cool.
All right, getting high before performers or studio session.
Not cool for me. I can't do it.
You can't.
I got to be on top of my thing. I don't drink. I don't do nothing before I go on stage.
Yeah, that's not cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Pulling up to the club with your whole crew.
Nope. Travel light, travel right.
This man just walking all through my set, man. Get out.
Yep. That's what happens
right.
when you travel with the whole crew.
Yeah,
They get in the way.
They get in the way. So using a phrase. Do you know who I am?
Not cool. Not cool.
Yeah, I think
That's the worst.
I think that's like when you got your chest out and you're thinking,
I'll
thinking
be
too hard
like,
of yourself.
you lowborns, do you not know who I am?
Now look, if the police got me, that's when you might hear that line. I ain't gonna lie.
If the police got you, you could use
You
that
don't know
line.
who I am? I'm James Brown. Posting gym selfies.
I mean, if you got the body, that's cool.
Rhythm?
Rhythm.
All right.
Faking it till you make it.
That can be cool sometimes.
I would say rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Taking it back. Wait, taking a gift back after you break up.
Ooh,
Rhythm?
snap. Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Ouch.
All right. Wearing fake jewelry in a music video.
Yeah, rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, how does it hurt? Saying you're almost there when you just left.
That ain't cool. Yeah, that happened today.
Blues.
Black.
That'll be
That's black.
blues. That'll be blues. That's Mannie Fresh.
That's black. Yeah.
He said, asking somebody their body count on the first date.
Not cool. Ever.
Cool.
Don't ask,
Blues.
ever ask
Blues.
a body count. You just hurt yourself.
Blue.
They all virgins.
Liking girls' pictures while you're in a relationship.
Not cool.
Hey, man, blues. All right. Going through the partner's phone.
Blues. That's insecurity.
Blues.
Yeah, blues.
Blues.
Using your partner's Netflix account after breakup.
Blues.
That's rhythm,
That's
that dog. That's rhythm, that dog.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
rhythm.
that.
Until you turn that
Gonna
on,
hurt.
it's gonna get punished.
Okay.
It's gonna get punished.
Well, this is an interesting one. Smoking a hookah at the club.
For me, blues, but rhythm for other people.
Blues
I'm
for
not
me
judging
too.
you,
I'm
but
not a
I don't
hookah man.
think-
Yeah,
I don't
blues.
smoke, so
Yeah, me
always
neither.
blues for me.
Yeah, and then next one is blues. I'm gonna tell you that now. Leaking your own song. Blues, blues, blues.
That boy said, blues,
Leaking your own
blues,
song.
blues.
Blues. Claiming you run the city.
Blues. Everyone that said that, do not run a city.
And they get their ass whooped after you leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a couple cats tell me that, man, you in my city, whatever you need, baby, I got you. And I leave, they say, boy, they beat the shit out of clowns, man. You know? They say, man, yeah, dude who was telling you it's his city and shit. I said, man, that's why you don't say that shit. Right. Dissing other rappers for a buzz.
I don't really go with him, so
Blues.
we'll
I
call
know
it
why.
blues.
Why you
Other
got
comedians?
rappers?
Yeah.
No, that's blues.
Other comedians, so
No.
yeah,
Look like
we're blues.
you got the rap
Arguing
stuff.
with fans in the comments.
Oh, that's rhythm. That's fun.
That's fun. Yeah.
If you do it for fun, don't take it personal. Because I give people props. I go, oh, that was a good one. They got me on that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Milli
Kinda like-
Vanillion at a show.
Yeah, the comments are funny.
I think it's healthy though when you go at it a little bit
Yeah.
with the fans.
If it's fun,
It's
I
a
don't take it
little bit.
personal.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, as long as you keep it non-personal.
Yeah.
Manny.
What do you want people to
Strong
What
clothes.
do you want people to understand about Gary Owens now that maybe they didn't before? How do you feel about that?
What do I want people to know about me?
Yeah.
They didn't know before?
What would you want somebody to know about you now?
I'm just cool.
You laid back.
Man.
Married again?
Yep. Ain't got no
Doing it
entourage.
big. I don't blame you. Me neither.
People be shocked. You see me.
Yeah.
I be showing up
Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave here and go out to eat by myself.
Yeah.
So you
thoroughly
don't
enjoy
have
my meal.
You never have security and stuff like that with you.
Nope. I run. Somebody
What's your-
be like, I've had people say like, hey, I'm out.
What's
You
your
got it.
top
I ain't
speed?
challenging you.
What's your top speed?
Until my hamstring pops. You gotta know your age. You can't be going full speed right away. Nice little trot.
I think I could get up. I think if they shooting, I think I probably could get up to 21 miles an hour. Easily.
I'm with you. I don't really do the entourage. I'm always by myself.
Yeah, I
dude.
don't. I be seeing people with all them people. I be like, you gotta pay them. And
Yeah.
they're the ones when it don't work out. They're the ones trying to burn you in social media and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
The less people know your business, the better.
If there's anybody that you would want to apologize in life, you don't have to give us the backstory, what happened, how it happened. You just that if it's anybody that you would like to apologize
Or
on this
you.
platform, it's you.
No, I'm good.
Amen, brother.
No
Nobody.
apologies. No
Nobody.
apologies. Hey,
No
man.
apologies.
I'm good.
There you have it, ladies, guys, anybody in between, no apologies.
No apologies.
Yeah, I'm good.
And that's it right here, man. On this week of Still 400. Shout out to my dog Gary Owens for coming through.
Thank you.
Y'all give it up for him one time. And don't forget, man, y'all tune into us every week right here on Still 400. Your boy Mannie Fresh with your boy Juvie the Great. Hey, you got something else you want to say?
On Breakbeat, you heard me?